And welcome back to The Factor Uncensored. It's tough for single people looking for love out there as a result. Some say they're having to dodge the poor-ass people who don't exactly want company. The greedy bastards just want a magnificent meal paid positively in full. We just heard from a manic mother complaining about the everlasting issue. We have some singles here to talk about it. Bevan Biggers, Desmond Dangerfield, Al Bowie, and Factor producer Malia Carruthers. So Desmond, first of all, when we talk about what the mother addressed, many people wanting to go out with her son and other individuals out there wanting expensive meals on that first date. Your thoughts about that?
Yeah, first of all, please don't cancel me when I say this. I did not know people were using other human beings as a personal food stamp card. Let's go ahead and put that out there. This is a perfect time to promote our city community organizations that provide the Houston Food Bank many opportunities to put food in your refrigerator. But if you as a human being feel the need to go into somebody else's time and pockets to make sure that you secure your meal for the evening, then there is something psychologically wrong with you. Now, as a byproduct, I am all for love and investing into a woman's time. But at the end of the day, if you are hungry, we have Timmy Chan's here in Houston. We have Spuds in Pearland. Food is very resourceful in this great city.
Don't forget about Taco Bell and Popeye.
Absolutely.
Well, Popeye is expensive.
I just came from Frenchie's. I just came from Frenchie's.
All right, Malia, and you brought this idea to us. Your thoughts about it?
Well, I'll give Sonora the credit for this, other producer. She brought this up.
Oh,
but
okay,
my
I'm
personal
sorry.
thoughts
Why
on
the
it
hell are
is-
you out here then?
I can go. You know, this after hours. But no. Seriously, I think this is a debate about women and men and food. As someone that I don't need a man to pay for my meal. However, I don't feel the need to prove to a man that I can pay for my own meal. Because of this debate, a lot of men go in a mindset, well, I just want to make sure you ain't trying to use me for a meal.
And you've heard that before?
Yes, but I don't experience it quite often because I don't think I attract those type of men. Some people do. But I have heard it, I've seen it, but those are not the men that I attract, and I won't.
Bevan, let's hear from you. Your thoughts about this topic. You know, individuals saying, and specifically women saying, I want a steak meal, I want to go to Steak 48, I want to go to Morton's to have that meal on our first date.
Well, they must have never been there before because it's better.
That is right.
But it goes two ways, right? There might be people out there that use you for a meal, yes, but there's also men that will show themselves as looking for love and they're paying for a meal because they want sex after. So it goes both ways, but I'm not using you for a triple dipper. I'm not doing that. I'm not using you for a steak. There are people that will do it, but how many dates are you going on where you feel like you're being used for a meal?
I know somebody that have them lined up
Hey,
all week.
I know a dude who has a budget for women to pay for their meals and wondering why they're not finding love. And I do know there are people who use men.
It's a real life. It's a real life thing.
So dating is a risk. You take a risk when you go out there and you date.
All right, Al, your thoughts about this?
Yeah, I mean, we won't act like it's not a real life thing on both ends, right? There are guys who, as they say, that'll trick it, right? And then there are women who definitely just, like they say, are just going out there to try to get that meal. Now, if you're hungry, I'll send you DoorDash or something. I'll send something to you. I'm born and raised in Chicago, and I was just raised this way. If I'm going out with someone, I'm okay with buying. I don't mind buying a meal. Wherever I choose to go, if I say yes, I'll go to Steak 48. If I say yes, I'll go to RPM Steak, then and I have to spend $200 on a steak, that's what I chose to do. I'm gonna pay because I don't mind paying. It's not because she want a meal, it's because I decided to go out with you, so I'm comfortable with paying.
Now,
but transparency is key.
Okay, is this a culture of a dating app though? Many people who swipe right, they run the risk of running into someone who is just there for a meal and they just want to go out on a date.
Social media. I think it's just social media, society now. That's just the dynamics between a lot of people that's not used to just dating in general. Like dating to them is just talking to one person. Like even the concept of dating to them is foreign, and so they're not
But are the men, when you're initiating a date, are the men choosing, or they're saying, hey, I'm going to take you here?
And I want
Because
to.
I think that more men need to say,
I want to run with that.
I want to woo this woman, so I'm going to plan this date. A lot of times I'm newly single, so I'm like kind of putting my feet kind of out there. I'm just noticing that they're very lazy. And it's like, you got to do all this work. I'm like, just pick something, just like, you know, be manly or something.
Well,
I was going to say this, just to kind of piggyback off of what you were saying. I feel like men as a whole needs to set a standard for themselves first. You wouldn't have that problem if you would pay attention to the signs, but because you're going after her for the wrong reasons, yeah, she ends up picking you out of all of the bunch of men that's hitting you up, that's hitting her up, and now you become the person that's paying for the steak. That says a lot about you, not her.
And I got some friends that's gonna run
Out
you
of time,
dry.
guys. We appreciate it. We should extend